Hello, Chevre, how are you? I hope everyone is gesund, stark und freilich, healthy, strong, and happy, begashmis und beruchnis, physically and spiritually. All those that need a refuah shlema should have a refuah shlema. Now, Hashem should help that the Magefa should stop immediately. Today we're going to continue on the theme that we started yesterday, and we'll go back to the same pasuk that we said yesterday from the Rebbe's kapitel. Dvech emes ולעולם משפט צדקך. So we explained yesterday, according to yesterday's interpretation, dvech emes goes on the first words of the Aseret Hadibris when Hashem says, Hanoichi Hashem Elikecha. And we explained why is dvech emes, the beginning of what you spoke, is truth. Because, and why specifically concerning this pasuk do we say that? Because this taught us and teaches us about the nature of Hashem. How Hashem is different than all other existences. As we explained yesterday, Hashem is a mechuyev hametzius, an absolute existence, who always was, is, and always will be. Everything else is an afshari hametzius. If Hashem decided to bring something, to create something into existence, it is. And if not, if Hashem decides it shouldn't exist, it doesn't exist. So Hashem is the only being that doesn't have to be created. That's what means He is the creator, and that's what makes Him unique. And then we explained, because yesterday was the day of Sfiras HaOmer, Netzach Shebe Netzach, and we explained what the attribute of Netzach is. Netzach means to win at all costs, overcoming your own reservations, to carry through something despite all adversity and obstacles, etc. We spoke all about that yesterday. But maybe we can say, and especially in relation to this concept of Avas Reim, getting along, and friends, as we've discussed in the last couple of days, maybe you could also say that Netzach Sheben Netzach is connected to the secular concept in the world as is known win-win. Now the truth is every concept starts from Torah. Now's not the time to elaborate on this subject, which is very, very important. Hafachba v'hafachba the kulaba. Turn it over and turn it over. We say concerning the Torah because everything is contained in it. Any truth in any ideology or any school of thought comes from the Torah. So this concept of win-win, which in the secular world win-win means that in case you have a conflict with someone else, you don't have to think in terms of that you have to win and he has to lose, but win-win. Go with the approach that let's come up with a solution that both sides win. Because somebody, in connection to what we spoke yesterday about midas hanitzochen, that could also mean in a negative way that the person is stubborn. Like for example, you have people, when they're playing sports, they take it very seriously. Some people in the game say, it's just a game. Yeah, but I really want to win. And the guy says, you really have to win? So sometimes they say, it's not that I have to win, I just don't want the other guy to win. So that's the concept of netzach in a bad way. So now let's look at it in a good way. So since we said that netzach shebe netzach is smack in the middle, and we spoke yesterday about the concept of l'mayla lamata, l'mata l'mayla, whether you count from the beginning, from chesed shebe chesed to malchus shebe malchus, or from malchus shebe malchus to chesed shebe chesed, you'll get to netzach shebe netzach. And maybe that's what it means, win-win. Everybody wins. Maila wins, mata wins, maila wins, everyone wins. That's netzach shebe netzach. And that's what it means when you say, who says that when someone wins, the other one has to lose? Both can win. Both could be first. And you know what? You could consider yourself a winner even in certain circumstances where the other one's first. Like for example, when you have a family, I'm sure everyone's experienced this, and it comes to the Shabbos meal, it starts a whole fight, who should sit where. This one wants to sit closer to mommy, this one wants to sit closer to tati. And then the older kids, they don't care about it. Why? Because it doesn't matter. They're powerful enough, and confident enough that where they sit by the Shabbos table doesn't matter. It doesn't affect their sense of positive existence, positive self-esteem. So there's two stories that bring out this point. One story is the story with the Tzemach Tzedek, that there were people that were sitting by his table, Pesach by the Seder, and it came to Yachatz. Yachatz is when we break the middle matzah, and we use the bigger piece for the afikoyim, yes? So somebody was sitting at the table, he broke the matzah in half, and then he started measuring the two pieces. He couldn't tell which one was clearly the bigger one. So the Tzemach Tzedek said, Amedaf mest na Godel, tzis a Godel, ideshenish Godel. If we have to measure if one is greater than the other, then he's not really great. Then he's not really greater. So you could take that to mean on two levels. One level is a person should be so great, if we're talking about relationships and the concept, definition of greatness. If something is really great and superior, it should be obviously superior. Like in a league by himself, you shouldn't have to measure it in relation to someone else. So that way would mean one side wins clearly. But maybe you could say it on a deeper level. Your greatness is not measured in relation to the other person. Period. He could be great and you could be great. You could be great and he could be great. Because your greatness is your uniqueness, your specialty. You're comfortable with him being great. And you're great in a different way. So you're not measuring your greatness. And therefore the other is never a contradiction to you. Because the other is not a threat to you. You're powerful. You're confident in your own greatness. It's not measured. There's another story with the Rebbe Marash, the fourth Lubavitcher Rebbe's two sons, the Raza and the Rebbe Rashab. They were two brothers, sons of the Rebbe Marash. So they used to play a lot together. The Rebbe Rashab was the one who later became a Rebbe in his own right. He was younger than his older brother, the Raza, but he was taller physically. And this bothered his older brother. So they had played games. One day, the Raza put the Rebbe Rashab, he told his younger brother, this is when the children, go into that pit over there, go into that pit. He went into the pit, and he thought it was part of a game, that he's going to go into this pit, and his brother's going to just right away take him out of it. His brother walked away from the pit, and the Rashab started crying. He was a child. And the father came, heard the child crying, he was close by, and he said, what's going on? And the Rashab started crying, I'm in a pit. So the Rebbe Marash asked the Raza, the older brother, why is he in a pit? He said, because I'm older, I should be taller. This is the way it should be. See, now it's clear that he's shorter than me. So the Rebbe Marash told the Raza, if you want to be taller, you should elevate yourself. Don't make yourself taller. Don't make yourself bigger by putting down the other person, by putting his younger brother in a pit. He told him, if you want to get taller, climb on top of a chair, but don't put the other person in a pit. So it's the same idea in relationships. You don't have to become more powerful by putting down the other person. Be lavish in your praise. You should be powerful enough, confident enough, secure enough that other people could also get praise. And you could even give other people praise. Because there's no contradiction to start with. You are superior, not because you have to be superior, because you have something special that no one else has. And that person's superiority or greatness is not a contradiction to your superiority. So the Eibishter should help. And this is how we have to approach. We can all be winners. It's win-win. Netzach shebenetzach. To be truly the ultimate winner means that everyone else can also be a winner. No one has to lose. And that's the ultimate truth. Because in every single thing, there's an infinite worthiness because of the spark of Hashem, which is in every single one of us. And there's no question about it. If we all act in such a way of Sheves, Achim, Gam, Yochad, this will bring Mashiach. Take it from Yad, Mamish. Posting from Melbourne, Be'ez Hashem Yisbarich, your man in Melbourne.